It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game,
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from NRG Stadium. Here's a return from the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the 5th-year pro who can really fill up a stat sheet, Justin Herbert. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins.
Hey, let's be honest. The only reason the Chargers drafted the top 5 was because Justin Herbert wasn't available all season long. An injury cut short his year, but it really didn't cut short his production while he was playing. Still over 3,000 yards and 20 touchdowns. Kid, I can tell you, this is one guy that I love. I mean, I love to watch throw a football.
Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. They're set up at the 35 now. 1st and 10, Herbert. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 41. They send it in the hands of Will Dissly. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They have themselves another 1st and 10. To throw, Herbert. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Herbert now off the play fake. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is someone who became an absolute superstar last year as a rookie. Drafted 2nd in 2023, it's C.J. Stroud.
C.J. may not have been the #1 pick in the 2023 NFL draft, but he was clearly the #1 rookie in all of the NFL last year. Near unanimous Rookie of the Year. In fact, even earning MVP votes, Kate, it wasn't just a little bit of a rebound and a rebuild for Houston. It was a remake in a hurry. And what can he do in his sophomore season? It will be must-see TV.
The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. Shotgun now for Stroud. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Houston. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on an opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The Chargers getting their offense set for their 2nd drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That stop coming from Henry To'o. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Herbert to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Herbert from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Chargers lined up in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He has it at the 22. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. They've got first down from the 31. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's gonna be third and long. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. They're going for this. Buys time, rolling right. On the run right. Throw. That's grabbed inside the 30. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a fourth down gamble. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First and 10, a run to Mixon. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7. From the 24. He's on the move. Throwing on the run, deep down that left side. And he loses control of the interception in the end zone. Could have taken away some potential points, but instead, new life, third down. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try the field goal for the Texans on this fourth down. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Everly's kick is good. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. All right, here we go. Second down. Here's the first give to Gus Edwards. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That stop coming from Henry To'o. Drive in dire straits. It's third and 9. Shotgun snap to Herbert. The Texans close it in, and they will get him. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. They'll send out the punting unit. J.K. Scott will kick it away. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. He has it at the 33. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. New set of downs for him from the 46. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. Going right side, Mixon with it. Only gets a yard there to make it second and 9. From the gun, Stroud. On the move, headed right. Throwing deep for the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans hold a 16-point lead in the first. I I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was going to be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird? In the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know, but whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans take a 3-possession lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. He'll take this at the 10. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just have... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And they get to him again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. From their own end zone, and he gets it away. Let's see what he can do on the return. Jukes one defender, and he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. It sure seems like they've been able to score every time they've touched it this quarter, Brock. So high hopes again for this upcoming series. Man in motion here. It's Mixon on 2nd down. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Tackled on the play by Puna Ford. Back-to-back runs yielding just 2 yards, and now it's 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Chased out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Nearly an interception on that play. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Here's Stroud. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now it's Stroud. Forced out to his right. He sends this one to the end zone.
You know, that's a tough one right there. Actually, when you're outside the pocket, because your body is going and moving laterally, it often takes the ball out of bounds just like that. That's a tough connection to make, even under the best of circumstances.
3rd down, Mixon gets it. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's into the red zone on that run, down to the 18. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Stroud. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans blowing them out in this opening quarter. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans make it a 24-point ball game. kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here's Herbert. Rolling left, buying some time. He'll make a bid for it on the ground.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Fields this at the 19. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Texans. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Stroud. He's got him. That's Mixon. He's forward. Gets a couple of yards. Stopped by Deion Henley. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 28. He puts some juice on a deep throw. That's complete inside the 35. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a 1st down. To the air, Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That's the... Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Texans with a chance to score. They're going to run here. It's Mixon.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Stroud. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Everly's kick is good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Herbert with a blitz coming. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Handoff goes to Dobbins, running left. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Will Anderson Jr. in on a stop. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. J.K. Scott's on to punt. And he's been getting all of it every time out. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Houston first.
On the quick, right?
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Stroud. And that one's caught along the left sideline. They get 35 out of that one. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Chased out to his right. He's on the move. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans running away with it in the second quarter. C.J. Stroud the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans continue piling on to this lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They are now set for 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of down. First down, ball at the 36. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. To throw, Herbert. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Chargers will have a first. Herbert. First there to grab it. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards. Herbert now, blitz coming. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Dobbins on 1st and goal. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. He'll get 3, but much work left for him on 2nd and goal. One of the tight ends in motion left. Herbert from the gun. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. And he won't escape this. The Texans take him down. So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. A very short kick here from the right hash. Brown's kick is up and good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers start to fight back with their first points of this game. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers take a molehill off that mountain as they still trail by 27. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Dameon Pierce now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Forced out to his right. He can run it. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
All right.
From the gun, Stroud. Throwing this back in the end zone. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans ballooning the first half lead even further. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans grow their lead yet again. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chargers are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. And the touchdown's got to keep coming for him as they still trail here. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. From the 36. Completed to Hurst. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Play action now for Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He's on the move. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. And he's been one of the players of this game. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. Hauls in this punt at the 8. And good work there to get it out of the deep end on their side. It's up near the 30. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. 1st down, Stroud. Connects with Mechie. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Taking a big shot for the end zone.
Yeah, me boy.
It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans making this a laugher before halftime. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw. Just the right touch. And you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans continue adding on to that lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chargers, and this running back headed back out for a new series. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Herbert. Hauled in by Dobbins. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. It's the Chargers with work to do on 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. On the move, headed right. And they give to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. J.K. Scott's on to put a charge into this one. And they could really use a good one here. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. Takes it in at the 21. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Texans headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance.
Here we go.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. He's got it inside the 25. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans boat racing them to the halftime locker room. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Looking toward the upright, but it's good. And the Texans tack on 7 more to their lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN1, and make your case for who should get a boost. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Scott out now to punt this one away. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. So that clock's going to run as he takes a knee. We'll see if the defense wants to burn a timeout and preserve some of it. It's halftime here in Houston, with the Texans enjoying a lead at the break. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a terrific first half from the former Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud. He had a half for the ages, touchdown pass after touchdown pass. He threw a month's worth of touchdowns in just those first 2 quarters of play. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag,
Dicker
if it's not
lined
already.
up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Here we go.
Mixon on the toss. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Stroud. He's got him, that's Mixon. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that.
That's cut at the 25. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. From Sid Luckman in 1943 to Drew Brees in 2015. We've had 8 quarterbacks throw 7 touchdowns in one game, and now we have a 9th who's accomplished that feat as his dominance over this defense continues. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
You know, okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. From the 29. That's complete to Dobbins. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Quick on the draw here to Dobbins. And this one does not go far. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.